Hi, welcome to proscriptgt part 5 of our system setup. Um, part 5 is going to cover systems 4 and 5. System 6 is already covered in another video, although we did have an upgrade, as you know, from version 1.4 up to version 1.5, and system 6 had one of the upgrades, and this was the upgrade to change the trigger. So now you can have either of these, so restart the progression, which is what the standard was, and you've also got stop the betting in this relation. So when that bet lands, it'll actually it'll stop if you click on that one. It won't continue to bet. So look, just try that one out. Let's give it a run and play around with that one so you understand that one a little bit better. I'm going to talk today about System 4 and System 5. System 4, which is our hot number system, we've got, say, in case a number lands 10 times in the last 100 spins, then bet the progression until it wins, and that's System 4. So what I've done here, I've got that. I'm going to change that just to, you can have it whatever you like, doesn't matter. I'm going to put it to 2 in 10, 2 and 10, just so that we can see this bet. So 2 and 10, and it'll start to bet the progression. Now, as I mentioned in video 3, part 3, System 8 also runs with System 4 now. So that was that was the first upgrade we showed you. So System 8, let's activate that. We'll set that trigger at 5 and run those guys. So that's going to work with this one, System 4. Now, System 5 is very similar to our Part 2 series, dozens, columns, pairs. With this one, it'll land, so if it lands twice here, then it will bet on these two here. And same, like if it bets here, it lands twice here, it'll bet on these two. So this one here, which is the bet that Thomas Jung showed me, it's very similar to that, although it bets on all the singles and 0. So it bets on every number in those blocks and the 0. And it'll bet on these progressions, and the progressions work a little bit better than the dozens, columns, pairs, because as much as you're still spending quite a lot of money, you're able to maintain the bet for a longer period of time because of the maximum. The maximum on a single is 25. So as you can see there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bets, and we can double that, make that 6 bets. You might even get 7 bets out of that. Whereas with this one here, you're betting 90, and if you look at the board there, columns, dozens, maximums 250. So the next bet from there will be 270. So you can't actually make the next bet. So that's the advantage of System 5. You're able to bet for longer periods, so you can reduce the sleep. You can reduce the sleeper to a lower number. So that's pretty handy. We'll just continue there. So let's get that started, and we'll just run through that. Excuse me. So yeah, so our hot number system, System 4. It's pretty handy. Hot and cold numbers you can have. You can use the reverse of this. So say a number lands once within 150 spins. Consider that to be a cold number. So you can use that in place of using your singles. Rather than activating all the singles to do that, you can just use this, activate it, and it'll pick up every single. So it's quite handy in that sense. You can use it for the hot cold numbers and also the hot numbers. Your video roulette, you have hot and cold numbers, and normally
if a number lands a lot of times within 200 spins or 250 spins, and it'll come up as a hot number. So system 4 was put in place so that you don't actually have to see it. It'll just automatically come up if it's within your range of settings. So that's pretty handy. There we go. So there's system 5 operating now. We had 35 and 14 land, so it's betting outside of those, and there's the win on that one. So the win was 36. The bet was was that 12, 20 or 25? So we're actually, yeah, 200. We won $11 there, so that was pretty good. There's a dozen. It's going to do the same. So as you can see, it's pretty handy. There we go. So we should be up to 22 now. That's topped us. So we haven't actually seen the hot number bet. But yeah, so that's how that one works anyway. So system 4, we didn't see that. But yeah, you can see how they work and how to set them up anyway. So that's pretty useful. Use them. You can use them individually, or you can use them in combinations. And yeah, so play around with it, try it out, and see how you go.